definitely don't want to deal with people. Well, actually, I did not like dealing with people in the first place. Even in college, uh,
Yeah.
I guess I am introverted, huh? People would say introverted, but I just see bullshit. A lot of the time, I see bullshit and I don't want to deal with it. Uh, but I'm not afraid to be extroverted. So I don't know.
Yeah.
It's a 50-50 thing. Cause like, oh man, what did DMX say? Like we don't have the time, right? You should trust yourself.
Yeah.
Meaning like, if you see a snake, trust that you should see a snake. So trust everyone.
Yeah.
How does DMX say trust everyone? And we see that he does not trust everyone. But what he means is like, trust yourself that if you see a snake, that person's
Oh,
a
it's like,
snake. Yeah.
yep.
You see a rat, that person's a rat.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of like how I thought of it when I was younger. Like, all right, I trust myself. Like, oh, this person, they're just by the way they're talking right now and treating the people around them. I wouldn't want to be around them at all. Like, it's not worth my time. Because the moment take time away from me, that's time I could have been spent making money, spent like doing something productive or doing something valuable to me, right? So
Exactly.
mental health, we brought this up on our like first podcast. For me, like it
Mm-hmm.
was also a mental health thing. Like, man, I just don't want to deal with this bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I remember
What?
the first couple first year we lived together. I think you were doing like 4 classes and working 2 jobs at that time.
Yeah.
You were trying to pick up that second job, and you worked it for a couple weeks, and you're like, nah, I'm gonna go.
Oh
I forgot what
yeah.
happened. Yeah, yeah,
Damn. All right. Yeah.
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 So
Yeah.
4 classes, 2 jobs. So you're doing shuttling, but then there was something else you were trying to pick up at that time. I can't remember.
Yeah. It was working the courts and stuff like
Oh
that. That
yeah,
was
yeah, yeah.
actually that was our second time living together. That
Oh
was
shit,
on
yeah,
the yeah.
yeah. That was absolutely wild, dude. Um, and for me, I was working and then I was also doing 4 classes. Then I realized like, yo, I can't fucking do 4 classes and work at the same time. But that's when we were also rushing too, or you convinced me to rush. Um,
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, I remember.
I
Yeah.
so I think at that time I don't know if it was 100% you working 2 jobs, but you were taking courses where you're going out to schools for kids.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
and
yeah.
it was eating up a lot of your class time. I think it might have been part of a class, but it wasn't your primary economic
Yes.
stuff or
Yeah.
poli sci stuff. But yeah, so that's when I was like, man, I don't got time for this bullshit. Like this dude's trying to sell me something. This dude's just trying to like eat up my time. So I guess that turned me into an introvert. But I mean, I don't have no problems talking to people.
So what you're saying is my fault. It's my fault for making you an introvert. That's what you're
No,
telling me
no, no, no.
right
I mean, like,
now?
no, no, not at all. I mean,
I
I just
know, I
noticed
know.
like like imagine us being able to spend our time valuably instead of wasting it on people that are. That's how I felt like some of the exchanges were. I
Yeah.
was like, oh man, I'm talking to this chick, but she has nothing interesting about her.
Yeah.
Man,
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that. And I think a friend of mine, we were talking about this. It means a lot to her, perspective. It's the way they look at different things. And for me, it's like my perspective is my way, but your perspective of looking at it is your way. So for me, like I full intently was trying to create something for you that I felt was going to benefit you in the long term, but at the same time, it also came with these different things that I still agree with you. It's like it's a waste of time in terms of like what does that actually do for me, you know?
right?
Um, and I think it's also because I didn't enjoy it as much as I would have because of my situation at the time and where I was at, right?
Yeah,
I had a partner at the time.
yeah,
And so I think about it now though, because a lot of the people that I talk to, hang out with, are from that group.
right.
You know, so perspective would say, well, at the time it was important. At the time it felt great to be part of that group. And now it's still great because I still get to talk to these people, you
Yeah,
know.
yep.
Just last night I got a call from that people from that group and it was like, oh crap, what's up?
Yeah,
You know?
yeah,
So I don't know. I mean, it's perspective, right? But I think at the end of the day, it's also like I understand the whole time thing because I think both and you are on the same plan right now where we're like money thankfully is not an issue. Health thankfully is not an issue. It's our time that's an issue where we don't have enough of it because we can't buy it, we can't get it, we can't do anything. It's just something that we have to work with, you know,
Yeah, I mean, as Americans too,
as
we
Americans
got
too.
to
As
catch up to where our counterparts are, right? They've been blessed with an awesome starting foundation. Meanwhile, we're working our way
hmm
up just to catch up, and
Yeah.
so that's the difficult part. I mean, if we didn't have to worry about a lot of factors during college, I think we would have had, not to say that our experience in the chapter was um, was bad or anything, but I think we could have fully maximized the opportunity there and fully maximized being at a university. Like I wouldn't have to worry about working, and I could be focused on being a college student. That would have been
Yeah.
dope as fuck.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, no.
not to say that our experiences are bad or anything either. Like I also enjoyed it, the way it kind of worked out.
But it's what's crazy is that you still see a lot of the things that values and kind of things we focused on growing through that experience through college now.
For sure, yeah,
The hustle mentality, I both believe we have never lost it.
for sure.
The the kind of the different mentalities in terms of like ethic is still always present, you know? Like not putting 1,000% to something, not putting out shit material or product. And that's something I remember, and I always appreciate about you in particular because like there was days where I'm like, bro, you're stop being stubborn, just put something out. And it's like, nah, I gotta be the best. Gotta, it's me, it's a representation of me. And I get that because that like to me my word is bond. If I tell you I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it, you know.
Right.
And that's something I always pride myself in because that's how I've always been, you know. And so I like seeing full circle how that's where we're at today, you know. And that's like I hope people realize that that doesn't mean you can't change either, you know, because I'm 100% sure when I say this is that 2012 Morgan and Ernesto are way no 2021 Ernesto and Morgan are way better well-oiled machines compared to 2012 Morgan and Ernesto, you
True,
know.
true.
So it's growing, man, developing adult shit.
Yeah, it's true.